What up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Now, let's get into this, shall we? They doing it You made it in court. Mind you, she's done porn. She's in the process of still doing porn, meaning she did it. Well, first off, I want to say that y'all got to understand that fame is a hell of a drug. All right, you guys, welcome to Whitney D TV 2.0. First and foremost, disclaimer, okay? This platform discusses any and all information that has been made known to the public in any way. I am not a journalist. I am a commentator. The information is all alleged, but the commentary is very real. The viewer's discretion is highly advice, okay? But on the contrary, you guys, okay, this is information that we are all privy to, but do us Negroes pay attention? No. And then we wonder why things transpire as they do, okay? So not for nothing, I want to tell you all hello and welcome and good evening, okay? Look, child, okay, over here, Whitney D TV 2.0 is very free and lackadaisical, to say the utmost least, okay? I don't know when I'm gonna come, okay? All right, I'll schedule it, but I'm just gonna do pop-ups when the time feels right. It's not as polished as Whitney D TV, okay? So I hope you guys are prepared for the ride, okay? Welcome to my new segment over here on Whitney D TV 2.0. Conspirsation, okay? That's a mix between conspiracy and conversation, okay? Deep thoughts and conspiracy talk, okay? And it's not really necessarily conspiracy thought. This is just real serious facts. I get stuff off the CDC that they feel like, you're not going to read. So why not put the truth out there? It's kind of a feel of the truth that's hiding in plain eyesight type of situation. We don't read, you know what I'm saying? And now it's not even a black thing. It's everybody thing. Nobody's reading anymore. Everybody's just trusting the government, as if we ever trust the government. But now it seems like we do. So welcome to Conspirsation, okay? Conspirsation, all right? As you guys see the title, 100 cases of severe and unexplained hepatitis in children, okay, along with SARS and all sort. We're going to talk about all of it, but first, welcome to Whitney D TV 2.0. Where are you guys tuning in from? Please let me know if you have not done so already, okay? Make sure that you guys like this video, and seriously, what we're going to be talking about, you need to share it, okay? Just share it real quick and be done with it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. This is what you can expect here with DTV. All the conspiracy thoughts, all the deep dives, and all that stuff like that. And I got a few deep dives that I'm going to bring to you guys here soon. In regards to Kevin Samuels, since we're talking about conspiracies and things of that nature, it's just weird that how abruptly his life came in a heart attack. And you know that certain drugs that you ingest or that are placed in you can make you have a heart attack like that, right? And then how coincidental, a random nurse that he met at the club the night before. Child. Okay, this is what you guys can be expecting here with your DTV. So make sure you subscribe, okay? Still the same rules and regulations. Keep it cute or you will get a boot over here too, baby. Ain't no different, okay? All right. Now, if you'd like to give me some monies, you can do so by dropping it in my Cash App. I am not monetized over here just yet, so I don't have the opportunity of having super chats, but that Cash App make it rain the same way, okay? Make sure that you are heard. Leave a comment, okay? Start the discussion in the chat, all right? You're free to do that, okay? Now, last but certainly not least, this material is protected by Fair Use Clause of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowing the rebroadcast of copywritten materials for the purpose of commentary, entertainment, and education. Okay. All right, you guys. So, how I got into this particular hold on, let me update everything real quick. So scrolling on IG one day, and to be honest with you, shouts out to Hollywood Unlocked. They really like low key. I don't want to say they're conspiracy theorists themselves. However, they talk about like the vaccine and stuff like that. Okay. And they be shooting it down in a lot of cases. And they're always reporting topics like this on their channel. So shouts out to them. Okay. But hey, come get this commentary. She says, I'm back. I had a phone call. Hey, welcome. So shouts out to them for dropping this. But yes, y'all, 100 cases of severe and unexplained hepatitis in children. Okay, in children. All right. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys and let you guys see what it is exactly that I'm talking about. Okay, let me do this. Let me switch over. Hold on, let me go ahead and get it pulled up for you guys. Hope you guys are doing good this evening. All right, got that pulled up. Okay, now let me share my screen, child. Boom, chicka, boom, chicka. All right, so let me remove myself from the screen. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that pretty good. If not, I'm going to read it to you, okay? All right, so it's as follows, okay? And you can see the whole post in its entirety on Hollywood Unlocked. However, I'm going to read it to you, okay? CDC investigating 5 deaths, okay? 5 deaths and 100 cases of unexplained hepatitis in children, okay? Now it goes on to say, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have made a shocking revelation about cases sweeping across the United States that consist of over 100 cases of severe and unexplained hepatitis in children in 25 states and territories that may be linked to worldwide outbreak. The CDC has found that at least 5 children have died, with at least 90% of them being hospitalized and many needing a transplant. While the reasoning, okay, behind the sudden cases is not clear. All right. Some experts believe it could have something to do with the weakening immunity from the pandemic. And what transpired during the pandemic, all the outbreaks in regards to the whole vaccine. We're going to get into that, you guys. But it continues to say the CDC's deputy director of infectious diseases, Dr. Jay Butler, has exposed the urgency for an investigation into what is going on. He asked that most of the affected needed a liver transplant, despite not having any previous medical conditions. On Friday, the UKHSA revealed that it had revised its working hypothesis. And I quote, the leading hypotheses remain those which involve various endovirus, unquote. It said in a brief, however, we continue to investigate the potential role of SARS-CoV-2 and to work on ruling out any toxicological component. Some of the states that have reported cases include South Dakota and Ohio, which confirmed 8 cases between them with doctors. Okay, and it does continue, so allow me a second to pull up the rest of the hold on, the rest of it, because I want to read it all. Okay. Some of the states that have reported cases, including South Dakota and Ohio, which confirmed 8 cases between them, with doctors in Ohio adding that one child had to have a liver transplant. The other states that have also reported cases of the disease so far are Alabama, Delaware, Louisiana, Tennessee, North Carolina, Wisconsin, California, and Minnesota. New York, Illinois, and Georgia have also reported that they are investigating suspected cases of the disease. Now, if you have a tip or a suggestion or want to talk to us about this story, text the word tip to 1-310-388-6463. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this discussion. All right. But first, okay, I want to get into some of these comments because it's the comments for me. All right. So allow me to read some of these comments, okay? Just out loud, okay? Let me pick a few. Miss Foxy One says the vaccines. And then it goes on to say, somebody else says, I see Rob Gold. I don't know what this name is. It says, I believe it's the vaccines. Yeah, it's Vonnie says, y'all so pressed to get these vaccines. Wake up, vaccine, y'all. And seriously, I'm not trying to pick them. This is what it's saying. They probably haven't had the Hep A or B vaccine. Where were they vaccinated? It's the C19 vaccine. Duh, shake my effing head. Were they vaccinated? Let's start there. Damn, it's that damn vaccine. We let them shake my effing head, because where this come from now? Okay. All right. So, y'all. Okay, so that's the comments. Niku says, I saw this and they say it's not the jab. Well, let's get into exactly what the CDC says in regards to different ingredients, okay, in the vaccine. And let's just see, some of the side effects. Okay. Everybody is not privy to the side effects. I will give a shout out to what's that show? Chasing Atlanta, right? His mom, okay, Oliver Twist. And maybe one day I can actually have him on and actually talk to him about this. But Oliver Twist's mom has health concerns and issues and things of that nature. And she got vaccinated. And a week later, she started experiencing some side effects and went into respiratory distress. Okay. Matter of fact, let me see. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up, because see, y'all know I'm about receipts and I don't just talk at the side of my neck. We got a lot of viewers that are vaccinated, and again, I don't take away from nobody in their experiences and their choices. You guys choose to do what you have to for you. I'm not taking that away from anybody. I just want to bring the facts out there because they're not doing it. They want you to go do this investigation and look through stuff and find stuff out on your own, which that is all fine and dandy. But at the very end of the day, I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like that, you know, oh goodness, I went to the wrong one. I feel like put all the facts and information out there and let me choose. Let me make a sound decision for myself with all the facts. You know what I'm saying? So let me rewind it back so y'all can hear it for yourself. Hopefully they don't strike me down for it. Okay. Okay. Let me know that y'all can hear this. Okay, this denim, baby. Okay, hopefully y'all can hear this. I'm gonna play the audio. Okay, hopefully y'all can just hear the audio. Please let me know if you can. Okay. All right. So let me share this. Listen to this.
Really had an adverse reaction on her. Her heart enlarged a little bit and she had to be hospitalized. And it really had a lot of crazy things going on. So I know one day all of us got to go, but I want her to be here as long as possible to see me, my life, my children. I can see her life, share my life with her. But it's so important.
The next day, but I ended up having to go see the cardiologist, get all these tests done. I ended up, deciding to get vaccinated. And, that first one took me down. And when I went for the second one, I actually was. I didn't really get, the cold, the aches, it didn't really take me down. And shortly after, I started feeling the fatigue, breast started, aching to the touch, body aching. So, I'm just ignoring it, still working. And then it just slowly started building up. And then one night, my pressure went up high, my heart was beating fast, my chest was hurting. So I ended up going to the doctor, and she's like, well, just go ahead and go to the ER, tell them you're coming. I get over there, they do the EKG, they take me back. And was there, went home the next day, but I ended up having to go see the cardiologist, get all these tests done. When I put the tube back in my ear, they did some tests and saw that I had some swollen lymph nodes. Here, that's when they saw that. They referred me to the pulmonary doctor. Got to her, and then she did a special test and saw the swollen lymph nodes. So she had to talk with me about it. Could possibly be lymphoma.
So my mom has been battling lupus for over 20 years now. And with lupus comes kidney issues, come muscle issues. Her immune system is more susceptible to things that a normal person could fight off. It kind of puts her under more. And her COVID shot really had an adverse reaction on her. Her heart enlarged a little bit and she had to be hospitalized. And it really had a lot of crazy things going on. So I know one day all of us got to go, but I want her to be here as long as possible to see me, my life, my children. I can see her life, share my life with her. But it's so important now for her to eat healthy because a healthy lifestyle goes a very long way. It really does.
So I wanted to stop it right there. As you guys heard, okay, she was unhealthy, if you will. She was sick or what have you. And let me share my screen so y'all can see who this individual is and who I'm talking about. If you guys aren't privy to Oliver Twist, he is well known, well past the show that he was on YouTube. He does things, right? So not for nothing, when I heard this on the show, because I frequently watch the show, you know what I'm saying? And so when I heard about his mom, I was like, yikes. And I was like, you know what? This is something they was promoting everybody to do, especially if you're sick, because you don't want to get the C-19. And shoot, it's causing more damage to people that gets it than it does the opposite. Now, everybody doesn't respond the same way at all, but it has been a lot of side effects that have not been being reported whatsoever. people are not reporting the side effects, so people think that there's none out there. When I tell you, I follow a thread on YouTube that will blow your mind from real life people, okay? Real life people that are going through stuff, okay? Real life people that are losing people, not behind C-19 or the Amarion, but because of the vaccine. And, you know, maybe it didn't happen to you, but it's happening, you guys. And so I just wanted to share some information with you guys in regards to what I mean, seriously, got this stuff off of Safety Department, CDC. We will actually see, we're going to read, okay, the ingredients that is in the shot, okay, that is in the shot. And like I said, this is what it's going to be over here. No shade for those that are vaccinated, and you know, no tea, but none of my children get vaccinated. They haven't been over, I mean, and I've shared my story with you guys. Did me start having all these seizures left and right, you know, and I had a friend who actually put her child on the medicine thinking it was going to stop it, and it actually made it worse, and really did some damage to her son, you know. And I just was like, no, Lord. And so he just revealed some things to me. So don't always just jump and do what the government tells you that you need to do. I made a very good, valid point earlier today on my show in regards to the whole Kevin Samuels situation. And the thing is that y'all know doctors are practicing, right? Yeah, that's why it's named a practice. Yeah, that's why they ask where you're going to be practicing at. The nurses and stuff like that. They're still practicing. So for me, you know, I'm a little skeptical, right? Rightfully so, though, right? So not for nothing, you guys, I want to share my screen once more and let you guys hear some of the ingredients that are in the particular vaccine, you know, that people are receiving, and let you know what you are injecting into your body. Okay. Now let me blow this up. Okay. Just want to blow this up. All right. And let's go up to the very tippity top. Okay. Oh, wait. I can't do that because it should be. I think I moved it too much. Okay. Oh, did I move it too much? Hold on, y'all. Let me get back to it because I moved it entirely too much. I wanted to show y'all the ingredients. Okay, there it go. Okay, there it go. Sorry about that, you guys. All right. Okay, so hopefully y'all can see it. All right. It says the following is a list of ingredients for the Pfizer, okay, Moderna, and Janssen C-19 vaccine reported in prescribing information for each vaccine. Okay. Now, you guys can look up all of this, okay? But what can y'all see first? If you don't see it, allow me to point it out for you. Okay? Active ingredient for 5 to 11 years. Okay. And I think we got a medical professional in the building, if I'm not mistaken. Come get this commentary. Is in like the medical field of some sort. Because I know we had a discussion about her having to actually receive it because of that. And again, those that really didn't have much of a choice, again, I'm not trying to impose on anybody. But SARS, you guys. Okay. SARS. Okay. So these are the ingredients that are in the shot. Okay. And you guys can look these things up on your own time. I've done it already. Okay. All right. Now, what I want to share with you guys. Okay. What I would like to share with you guys is some side effects. Okay. Okay, let me pull this up. Give me just a second. All right. Let me share my screen with you guys. Hey, Mary Blue. Welcome over here, girl. Hey, girl. Okay, let me share my screen with you guys again. I want you guys just to hear a few side effects, okay? You know, the stuff that you hear on those shows that go real fast. Side effects may include blindness, but you'll be okay. You won't have a headache anymore. Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of the side effects. Okay. All right. So these are some common side effects. All right. Okay. On the arm where you got the shot, you may have pain, redness, or swelling. Throughout the rest of your body, I have tiredness, headache, muscle pain, chills, fever, nausea, right? Now, on the severe, okay, allergic reactions, okay, all right, but they want to say that allegedly that is rare, right? A severe allergic reaction can cause difficulty of breathing or wheezing. Sounds like a respiratory issue to me, right? A drop in blood pressure, swelling of the tongue or throat, or a generalized rash or hives, which may include mucous membranes. Okay. Now, the thing is, y'all, this is seriously just the surface. Okay. Now, they say right here that they're monitoring, but I got real life threads that say otherwise, that say that no way, shape, or form. Like sometimes you can't even get into the call line. You can't get into the call lines. It's busy. They don't really take down the information. And that's the reason why you have no reports on it. People can really say, well, that's not real. And it's like, no, it's really affecting people. Like, no, it's really hurting and injuring people, but they're not documenting it. And then you look up and you got these cases with these babies having hepatitis. And people want to say, well, maybe they didn't have their hepatitis shots and things in that nature. But my question to you is, when has that been just a major issue? Why? I mean, people have been not taking the hepatitis shot and stuff like that for years. Why? Why now? And why? Just is weird and just is random and it's unfortunate. And for the doctor to say, there was no evidence so far. The thing is that what y'all have to understand is that they're not going to say that it was, if it was, okay? They're not going to say if it was the C19. Come on now. Yes, data statistics. But they know, especially Negroes, okay? Negroes ain't going to do a thorough research in what they're doing. They're just going to trust, And the thing is that if y'all notice, the freaking commercials are really pandering to us Negroes. Me and my husband saw a ad the other day, and it was like a black family or whatever, right? And the little girl was like, "Will you take it for me?" And it's like, what the entire hell? And then they got Sesame Street all on there talking about how they taking it and all this stuff, trying to, and it's just like, we never saw this push as much as we did for the flu. And when the flu was existing, because y'all, do you notice how they just vanished? Like, you don't have the flu no more. You either got C19 or you're dead, because it's just like you can't have nothing else going on with you besides that. And then what is so weird to me is all these people that got vaccinated still getting C19. And then they want to say, oh, well, it suppressed the symptoms. I beg to differ. I am not vaccinated, and I never will be. And I got the freaking C19 from somebody who was. And her symptoms, no shade, was worse than mine. I lost myself in the fever. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys. Because I didn't notice I was sick, child. I didn't notice the chills and stuff like that. I just thought, shoot, because we keep it cold in this house after we found out, Demi has her febrile seizure, so we got to keep her cool. So the house stayed cold. So I didn't even notice my butt's over here fevering and stuff. And me and my husband got it at the same time, and none of our unvaccinated kids got it. Not once. Not once. But me and my husband got it. And so I'm not telling nobody to test they gangster or anything like that. I don't think it's a coincidence that all these cases are the way they are. We've been not, a lot of people been not taking vaccines and doing all this. And to be honest with you, funny thing is that this was the main shot that I would give my kids. If nothing more, it will be the hepatitis. And I had somebody slide in my DMs. I kid you not, I was like, Whitney, don't do that either. This is that and that third. And I just said, oh, snap. And I just completely stopped. And ever since then, no shade, no tea, but my kids don't have no issues. They barely get colds. And when they get colds, we drug them up and then that's it. But like I said, this is what you guys can expect over here. This is conspiration. Okay, this is conspiracy theory, y'all. I'm just throwing stuff out there with you guys. Like I said, what I eat don't make you ish. Okay, it's all deep thoughts and conspiracy talk by your girl Whitney TV. All right, and this is stuff that I'll be wanting to talk to you guys on the other side. But child, they ain't that focused over here. I mean, over there, as y'all and my little core audience over here. I just feel like you do what you feel like is best for your household. But I challenge you to get all the facts and weigh them. But know that if you're a truth seeker, it's going to be a very, very hard time looking for the truth. And then you got a lot of people out there that even will have the truth and be like, I do not care. And so when you reject a warning, unfortunately, you get what you get and you can't throw a fit. In the words of my husband, get what you get and don't throw a fit. So for me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord and we're going to trust it. Not to say that if you get vaccinated that you don't. I just feel as though it's just weird how everybody is acting in regards to it. And then again, I am not saying that COVID doesn't exist. I am not one of those conspiracy theorists. I'm just stating that what's the benefit? Everything they said that it was there for has been proven otherwise. So wouldn't you ask exactly, well, why am I putting this in my body? If it's not going to stop me from getting C-19, it doesn't really suppress any freaking symptoms. I can still spread it to somebody else. What exactly is it for? And I'm not gonna lie, I had a conversation with my brother, and he was just like, it's just, I mean, he's you know, semi-woke like me, and we used to have all these conversations, and he actually beat COVID himself, and to hear him actually talk about in return that he was thinking about getting jabbed, and I was like, it don't do nothing. Like, what's your point? Why are you getting it? He said, I don't know. Just maybe it's a peace of mind. And I did just that. I had to look at him beside his head like he was slow, because I was just like, really? Like, you know that after you take this shot, you're going to have to take all these other booster shots, probably during it for the rest of your life. And that would be, I would question that. And now most people are like, well, you know, your kids get shot every year. Shouldn't you question that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the excuses that people come up with, just ask yourself that. Why are we steady giving our children a shot? And people say, well, you don't complain about that whenever y'all. No, I did. Because we have God-given immunity. And I know this may sound morbid, but some people have other issues. Unfortunately, you know, we were very, very, very saddened by the loss of our brother. He actually beat COVID one time, and then this last time he got it the second time, and everybody named that to be the cause. But then I had a conversation with his wife, right? And my sister was like, yeah, I don't know what he was going through. Child, he was diabetic. He wasn't taking he wasn't taking insulin. He wasn't doing his dieting properly. So he died with C-19, not because of it. And see, people don't talk about that. You know, and I admire her for having the courage to say that. And she would correct people, you know, while we were, you know, there at the visuals and stuff like that. No. He had a heart attack. And that's what, not to bounce around, but speaking of heart attacks, I know that that Kevin Samuels stated he had some medical issues back in the past. He beat it, cancer. And people want to say, well, maybe that was, he was just had a weakened immune system, blah, blah, blah. But it's just awfully weird that he laid with the total opposite of what he talks about. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that that doesn't happen, because you have ninjas that cheat with the opposite and you be like, what the hell? Right? So I'm not saying that to say that, but it's just weird that he always promoted a very well kept petite woman, a black woman. Well, no, I can't say that. Okay. But he just promoted a certain aesthetic of a woman, right? He did not like nurses. And he goes home with the very thing that he despises, only to wake up, low-key wake up dead the next day. Inquiring minds, she was a nurse, so she would be able to facilitate whatever medicine that was necessary. Right? She was a Hispanic descent. She was very figurey. She was very built, very voluptuous. She wasn't a little petite frame woman like he always promotes and talk about. He picks her up one night and then dead the next. Just very, very weird. And y'all better know how Hollywood is. A lot of these alleged deaths were done. Okay? We're done. We're setups. And this man had 1.4 million subscribers. Right? Just interesting. Neek Q says, crisis actors out here heavy. Girl. No, for real though. I'm gonna let y'all in on something, all right? So, as you guys know, or if you're not aware, I'll be 35 next month. I've been modeling since the age of 12, right? In and out, right? And at the start of my 30s, I got signed to an agency, right? And so I had access to these castings and auditions. And I kid you not, like seriously, like I can share my screen right now and I can access my account so y'all can see what I'm talking about, right? And it's only for, actresses and models and things to that nature. I kid you not. I know exactly what Neek is talking about crisis actors, okay? Because I literally saw a casting in the account for individuals to like act sad and things of that nature. And we were supposed to be outside of a courtroom. And so, yeah, it's so real, okay? This ain't no... Look, y'all, that whole saying that all the stage is a world, all the world is a stage. That's real, y'all. You better know that we watch. Well, we if you notice, the latest fashions are what they put out there. That's going to be in style. What they want you to buy is what they're going to market. What they want you to hear is what you're going to hear. What they want you to see is exactly what you're going to see. That's why for a while, no shade, no tea, I really wasn't watching the news, because it seems like every other day during a pandemic, and mind you, how coincidental, how convenient. A lot of stuff went on during the pandemic when nobody could move. All you could really do was watch TV, hear the radio, and all we heard was death, murder, kill. It was just horrible. And if y'all didn't hear about the young lady, the college student from Dallas, who, you know, harmed herself in a way that there's no return, if you catch my drift, she put that out there. She specifically said, you know, tearing her ACL did it for her, as well as the pandemic. The pandemic affected a lot of people. Mentally, if nothing more, mentally, it took a lot of people out, right? And it was weird also that the spread of Omarion hit around the same time for a lot of people. Although I know people was gathering, I had a friend though that didn't go nowhere for the holidays, and she still got it. And weirdly enough, she didn't go anywhere. She wasn't exposed to anybody. Single. And she was just like, you know what? My people are out of town, out of state. I can't travel right now. So I'm going to stay home. And then she come calling me, telling me that she got to see 19. And I was like, girl, I hate that for you. You know, we finna go over here with my folks and stuff like that. I would invite you. And she was like, no, I'm not feeling good. And then boom, you know, we go home and we find out we have it. But y'all gotta do your due diligence of not just signing on the dotted line for stuff. How many of us have received packages that don't belong to us, literally? It doesn't have your name. You don't then just open it up. You return to sender. And that's just how my creed of how we've been living here at the house is return that mother sucker to a sender. We're not going to accept anything that our Heavenly Father said we don't have to accept. And on the contrary, it may sound morbid to you, but whatever he brings me to, he's going to bring me through. And if that means on the other side of glory, I'm going to stand on that because I know he got me covered. But I know he didn't bring me this far to leave me, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all, it's just weird, and I'm not here for it. My kids will continue to not get vaccinated. I got the documents all the way up until each one of my kids. And mind you, Denim is 4. I got the little vaccine opt-out form for all my kids. DJ got his last 2 years, and I got vaccine exemption affidavits for him. I got Demi's and Denim all the way up until they get into junior high. I counted it out, and I need to go back on there so I can get the rest of them for their high school career. And you know, I'm not testing the gangster or anything like that of any kind of sickness, illness, or disease, but I just believe the power of prayer is way stronger. And I'm not just praying over my kids, but I'm making sure that I maintain a healthy diet for them. Now, we're not perfect. They eat pizza, ramen every now and again. However, we try to make sure that they get their vitamins, that they get, you know, their elderberry, and that they get prayed over. Speaking of vitamins, things of that nature, shouts out to Suja Organic. I am a brand ambassador and affiliate of this product. You can actually find this product on the shelves of Walmart. They have immunity defense shots and Onsort and juices and detoxes and things of that nature. All organic, all 100% juice and vitamins and things of that nature. And I'm happy to be a brand affiliate and ambassador of the product. And that is seriously, along with our elderberry and orange juice and freaking pain and fever reducer medicines, is what kept us when we got hit with that ninja. Okay, SC19 was no joke. And by the grace of God, I got through it because I was heated up and I had no idea. My husband was devastated. I had what was it, baby? 103, almost 104 temp. And he dropped. I mean, I still see that vision in my head. I don't know what he had in his head. I was up under the blanket because I was cold. We kept the house cold. He said I had chills, and he came in the room. Mind you, we weren't talking. Okay, and that's how the devil works. He attacks you when you least expect it. So y'all, seriously, whatever you're going through at home, seriously, like the Bible said, don't let the sun go down on your wrath. If you're not talking to your daughter, if you're not talking to your son, if you're not talking to your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, let it go. Because you never know what is going to happen and who you need. That's why I be telling people don't be burning bridges, because you may burn the bridge that you need to connect you to your safety or to your next destination. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, child, he just so happened to come in there because I wasn't going to tell him I wouldn't. Oh, yeah, I think I did. I don't know if it was Demi, somebody went and alerted him and he just came in the room to check on me. And then he touched me and was like, oh my God, you are burning up. And he threw that blanket off of me, child. He went in that kitchen and he got the fever reducer, the ibuprofen and stuff like that, child. And he went to work. He was like, you got to strip down. You're burning up. And y'all, I was hallucinating. Y'all, it was almost 104 temp. I was boiling. My eyes were tender after that. Tender. I got so weak, and then the enemy tried to hit my baby with the seizure. In the midst of me and my husband going through C19, we get hit with a freaking seizure. We like, oh my God. We couldn't even be sick. Shoot, in lieu of Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, because you're not going to hear me, but shoot, we can never shut the mothering off. And unfortunately, some mothers lost their children in lieu of this whole severe and unexplained hepatitis situation. And it's very unfortunate. We try to do our best as parents to make sure that our children, are brought up accordingly and that, nothing harms them. And 5 unfortunate families are having to deal with deaths of their children. And that is just, oh my God, I couldn't imagine, don't want to imagine. Like I've shared with you guys on my other channel, to see, events of, my son situation, drowning and things of that nature. I can only imagine. And I wouldn't wish any experience like that on my worst enemy. So in regards to these vaccines, y'all do y'all research. I got scared straight, child. I had my son and I was looking at all kinds of stuff. And maybe I should have. I don't care. I was looking at circumcision videos, and because these are things that you got to pose to yourself, you know what I'm saying? And and that is alleged to be the cleanliest way and all this stuff like that. And it's like, really? Like, if you thoroughly look at statistics don't show that. It don't show that, oh, it's more sanitary. That's what you're told. But if you look in other countries around the world, they don't do all of that. They don't even have the severity of vaccines. That's why all the riots and protests were going on in these other countries, because they really got retarded with this vaccine. America really was the only one that's slicing and dicing up their sons in the States and saying that it's cleaner. sanitary. Well, we're not in the Bible days. Sanitation is way different. Do you know that that's why they drank wine in the Bible? Because the water system was the Nile. Okay? Are we going to talk about it over here? We're going to talk about it. We, again, picking and choosing. Well, they talk about circumcision in the Bible. They did. They were talking about the Philistines. You ain't a Philistine, Negro. You from Oak Cliff. So we just need to do our research. Just because it is out there doesn't mean that it's okay. A lot of freaking medicines and things to that nature are approved by the FDC and FDCA, and it's getting recalled the freaking next month. And some of these vaccines got recalled. Boosters and stuff like that. We just got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. And we got to trust the Lord. A lot of us have totally forgetting his power and his capability and where he's brought us through. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys' perspective, but I didn't really go deep into the whole CDC and all that stuff like that, because I do understand the algorithm. Although it's not popping over here just yet, I am speaking things that be not as though they were. So just maybe, we'll be popping, and I want to be able to be popping on this side, you know what I'm saying, of the world, okay? So not for nothing, you guys, that is the video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Late night with your girl, Whitney D, over here, Whitney D TV 2.0. Something new, something fresh. When you guys see me, however, here on this channel, it will be a totally different setup. It will be a totally different experience. Y'all know I'm the experience queen. I want to give you different experiences, different phases of me, and this is one of them. Conspiration. Okay? Conspiration. Conspiracy mixed with conversation. Just a conversation. Deep thoughts and conspiracy talk. And we will be doing this each and every Friday night if I can help it. Right? Don't hold me to it, child, because it's over here at Whitney D TV 2.0. Come get this commentary. It says, enjoy the conversation. Good night, Whitney and Chad. Good night, beautiful. I'm finna head out with you too. But yeah, and shout out to all those conspiracy theories. And know that you are welcome here. Okay? No theory, ideology is turned away here. Besides the world being flat. Okay? We're not going to do that. I'm not going to get into that. Okay? But who knows? Okay? Who knows? All right? Who knows, child? But I love y'all so very much. But most of all, God loves you. I pray you guys are having a super, super blessed weekend, to say the least. Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful mothers out there. You are more than enough. Know that to whom much is given, much is required. Okay? So although it may be hard, okay, you got some blessings, and a lot come with those blessings. So just stay encouraged. Keep your head up. You got this. And I got you. Thank you guys so very much again for tuning into another segment of Whitney D TV 2.0. I will see you guys soon. God bless. What up, you guys? Whitney D here with Whitney D TV, and we have They doing it You made it in court. Mind you, she's done porn. She's in the process of still doing porn, meaning she did it. Well, first off, I want to say that y'all got to understand that fame is a hell of a drug.